Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here, and welcome back to an all-new video, or live stream should I say. Finally, the day is here. We are getting the Modern Warfare multiplayer reveal, and I'm excited. I'm going to be streaming my full live reaction. There's already a ton of people in the Twitch chat, so hopefully no one's saying anything toxic. But I'm excited. I'm really excited. By the way, for those of you guys wondering why there's not been much content on the channel for the last couple of days, I have recorded like 5 videos, but I just never got around to making them because there's been so much news, and I've been contemplating in my mind, is it even worth covering leaks in videos when the reveal is literally today? I don't know. I thought that the timing was a bit funny and stuff like that. But yes, we are finally going to be seeing Modern Warfare multiplayer gameplay today in its full entirety. We're going to be seeing the multiplayer trailer and everything like that. So thank you for everyone who is tuning into the stream. In the meantime, I'm just going to go through leaks and stuff like that whilst we're waiting for the trailer to go live and stuff like that. Obviously, you know, there's been various different videos and stuff like that online already from the event, so that has provided us with little bits of the leaks and stuff like that, where people have showed different screens. I think the gunsmith is shown within this clip somewhere, but yeah, this is exciting. It's in 2 hours time, so in the top left hand corner of the screen you can see when the gameplay or the reveal trailer is actually going to start. I'm going to get up the schedule. So this is the schedule. 10 AM Pacific time is the multiplayer trailer debut. There's also going to be a pre-show with some of the developers and stuff like that. And then at 10:30 Pacific time, which is 6:30 PM UK time, we are going to be getting gameplay and stuff like that. And then there's also a post-show at 2 PM Pacific time. So a ton of YouTubers and live streamers and influencers and different press and stuff like that have been flown out, and they have fortunately gotten to play the game already. So we're going to be seeing a lot of new gameplay today, but I want to go through some of the leaks. Obviously, I've been covering a lot of stuff over on Twitter, but I haven't really talked about it much on my channel. So obviously, I've talked about previously that there is apparently a large maps playlist within Modern Warfare where they're going to be large maps only, and these maps are going to be way larger than the regular rotation or anything that we have ever seen within Call of Duty multiplayer before. These large maps are going to have 5 flags for domination instead of the regular 3, and there is also a mode for these large maps which is 20 versus 20, and I have also heard that there are apparently going to be multi-team modes coming as well. So 40 players in a multiplayer game mode is unheard of for Call of Duty, but there will also be 10v10, which I believe is just going to be ground war, and that will be available within the normal maps too. That's going to seem a bit crowded. Now, obviously we have the gunfight maps too, and apparently they are not within the regular rotation right now, so those small maps will not be within the regular multiplayer rotation, unfortunately, but they're just going to be something as a little bit of a bonus for those 2v2 maps. Now, in terms of the other leaks, I'm trying to think of what has been revealed over these last 48 hours. So obviously we have regarding the fact that the specialist equipment, let me go ahead and get up on my Twitter. I did post the majority of the specialist equipment, that not specialist equipment, they're called field equipment or field upgrades. I don't know, they're using different names, but let me go ahead and find the tweet. So as you can see, these are going to be the specialist equipment, and they work just like specialist weapons within Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, and Infinite Warfare. However, they are not specialist weapons. So we have the munitions box, the Recon drone, we have stopping power rounds, the trophy system, tactical insertion, and a deployable shield. And apparently Dead Silence is also going to be there, but they're currently just tweaking it a little bit. As you can see, this was actually leaked the other day from the Modern Warfare private event where people got to play multiplayer early, and you can see the button layout for Modern Warfare, and you can see that L1 and R1 is to activate the field equipment. These are not specialists. They work very similar to specialists, where they will fill up over time, they will recharge over time, and they'll recharge faster with kills and score and stuff like that. However, this is not specialist weapons. They're very similar to specialists in the way that they work, but they're just nowhere near as good as specialists. But some other things that I want to talk about, obviously, with these specialists being revealed, I think a lot of people are just getting really annoyed because they're thinking that it is specialist, but it is not specialist. And I'm glad that I've been able to clarify this because a lot of people have been getting worried about this. And it's kind of good that these leaks have been out there, because if it wasn't for these leaks being out there, as soon as this button layout leaked, people would have automatically thought that specialist weapons were in the game. So luckily, these leaks have been able to sort of clarify for those of you who are thinking that specialists are in the game, because they are not. I'm just going to scroll through my Twitter because I don't want to obviously show DMs and stuff like that because it might reveal who some of my sources are, but let me just scroll down and see some other stuff that I have been hearing. So in terms of the Modern Warfare beta, I'm really confused as to what's going on regarding this. So I have heard that the PC beta is apparently the 27th of August, but then I'm also hearing other dates in September about an open beta. So right now I'm not really set in stone about when the beta is. It seems like it's going to be around the 20th or the 27th of August, but then again I'm also hearing the beginning of September, the 2nd or 4th of September, and I'm also hearing the 12th of September. So all of these dates are all over the place, but I have been hearing that there's apparently going to be a private beta for pre-order only, and also an open beta where everyone will be able to play regardless of whether you've pre-ordered or not. But anyways, here are some other leaks. I'm just going to scroll through everything that I've been covering. So split screen is 2 players. I've seen a lot of people talking about this image that was revealed in a clip from Chaotic Silencer. This is not 4-player split screen. This is, and this was clarified by Keith over on Twitter, this is just the host, where the host chooses the map and the game mode. So this is the screen that comes up. As you can see, one of the screens shows the title screen for Modern Warfare. This is not split screen, but apparently split screen right now looks really poor. It kind of looks like a PS3 game. Was there a super chat? I missed it. Someone said in the chat I missed a super chat. I don't see anything. I apologise if I did miss one. I can't really see anything in the chat. Anyways, let's keep on talking what I was on about. So, the next thing that I want to talk about is regarding the fact that this game is having a ton of content. So I have heard that for custom games, you're going to be able to customize the custom games more than ever before. So I don't have specifics on what options there are, but I have heard for Infected, yes, Infected is back. There's apparently, wait, let me get it up. I think there's over 40 options. It's either 20 or 40, I can't really remember, of unique options so that you can change Infected in a completely different way. This means that all of the modes within Modern Warfare are going to be greatly customizable, so you can create your own game modes. And although there isn't, you know, a custom map creator within Modern Warfare, that would be lovely to see, or mods. At least this way, we can create our own modes within custom games more than ever before. Obviously, we've always had custom game options, but apparently this has much more diversity than ever before, and a lot of the custom game options are more leaning towards the party game mode side, so you can create your own party game modes within custom games. And hey, maybe if someone creates a really cool custom game just using the custom game settings, maybe Infinity Ward could consider putting it in the official playlist. I don't know. Anyways, here is another leak that has been that I had heard from my source. So apparently, obviously, cross-play is now within Modern Warfare, where you can play between PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And yes, that is right. This has been confirmed. This is 100% working within the game. I know a lot of people were skeptical, and they thought, you know, no way Call of Duty is going to get cross-play working. It works just like it works just like Fortnite, according to my source. So you can opt in or opt out of cross-play. You can toggle it on and off. But on console, you can play with a mouse and keyboard, or you can play with a controller. In fact, any platform you're on, you can play with a controller or mouse and keyboard. However, within the menu, and this was actually leaked, I don't think I have an image of this, maybe it's on Reddit somewhere, but there was an image leaked from the gameplay reveal where people got to play it privately the other day. And essentially, within the lobbies for Modern Warfare, it will show what type of controller you are using. So it'll show a controller or a keyboard, so that way anyone in your lobby can realize who is using a keyboard or who is using a controller, which makes it a bit fairer. But yeah, you can turn crossplay on or off for those of you guys who are wondering, and because of this, they've added a feature within console and also on PC. Usually we just see this feature on PC, but you can type in the chat in-game. Yes, that is right. You can type in the chat and talk to anyone within your lobby. I think they've added this because obviously if you are playing with people on Xbox One or PC, you won't be able to communicate with them unless you're using Skype or Discord, or you're just phone calling them, or whatever the case may be, because obviously most people just go in a party chat. So, although there isn't so this way people can talk to each other in the chat, no matter what platform you are on. I know it's not as good as voice chat, but at least this way you are still able to communicate via the text chat. But other things that I have gone over in the last 48 hours. So there was a leak on Reddit where a guy was posting a ton of stuff who had apparently been to this early gameplay event, and within this leak, this guy claimed that the advanced UAV that I had leaked a while ago is back within Modern Warfare. However, it's not as good as, for example, a VSAT, so it won't always be active. But essentially, this guy on Reddit got it confused, so he said, yeah, it was a drone you used to spot for your teammates, and you would get a point before it gets shot down. However, this is incorrect. This is not the advanced UAV. This is actually a field equipment or field upgrade, which I also listed over here, if I get the list up again, which is called the spotter, not the spotter drone, it's called the Recon drone, which lets you fly a drone with a camera, and you control it with a tablet, and it will allow you to mark enemies in range of your allies, so that they are able to be seen through walls. So essentially just mark enemies for your teammates to go ahead and see. So enemies will also be briefly blinded when you use the Recon drone. I think this is probably going to be one of the more popular specialist or field equipment, or whatever name you want to use. As we were saying, they're not specialists, they are just rechargeable abilities that work similar to specialists. But I have heard that a lot of the kill streaks and also some of these field equipments will not be within the build that the YouTubers played, and they will not be revealed today. So the builds that they played will only feature, limited maps, limited kill streaks, limited guns, limited perks, limited field equipment. So a lot of the kill streaks and stuff like that will not be there. So if any kill streaks that I have listed are not there, they will probably be within the game for launch. I have heard that possibly the advanced UAV might not be within that build, but I'm not 100% set in stone on that. I've just been hearing that as a bit of a rumour, and maybe that is why he thought that the Recon drone was the advanced UAV, and he just got mixed up. Anyways, other leaks that I want to talk about. Hardcore is back. There's Domination, Team Deathmatch, Hardpoint, and Search and Destroy. The regular multiplayer is 6v6, so don't worry about that. Although there is 10v10 and also 20 versus 20 now, just the regular multiplayer is still 6v6, so don't worry about that. But they do also have Hardcore. Even though the minimap is gone, the minimap is gone now entirely until you earn a UAV. When you earn a UAV, you will get your minimap. However, there is now a compass within the game, and I think this was shown within some of the leaked gameplay, if I can go ahead. And I think it's in this one. Yeah, it's in this one. So you can see it kind of at the bottom of the screen. There's no minimap there. It's kind of hard to make out, but essentially at the bottom of the screen, there is a compass that goes across the screen. I'll go ahead and get up an image of it because I did tweet it out. Well, it's not an image of it, but it's an image of something that looks similar to it just from past campaigns. Here we go. So it looks kind of similar to this, where it'll just be like in Fortnite, where it's got north, northeast, east, southeast, etc. It'll just have all of the different coordinates at the top of the screen, and it'll have way more numbers. And essentially, there'll be red dots on this little compass type thing that will point you in the direction of enemy gunfire. So whenever someone shoots near you, it will show up on this compass. So this is the replacement to the minimap until you have earned a UAV. When you earn a UAV, you'll get the minimap for a short duration, but the compass will still be on screen. So I don't know if they're going to change this, because a lot of people are hating on this, but what I would say is just wait till you actually get to play the game and see how you like this new compass system, because I don't think it's going to be that bad, to be honest. Something else I do want to say is regarding the fact that there was a recent leak. Now, I've not been able to verify this with any of my sources, but it seems to be genuine. I did tweet it out. Here we go. So, let me just go ahead and get up these DMs. So, a guy called Shotsify was talking to a supposed Infinity Ward developer, and according to this guy, within competitive, there is going to be a minimap. without earning a UAV. It'll just be there from the get-go. So I don't know if the compass is still going to be there within competitive. As I was saying, I've not been able to verify this with my sources. Now, in terms of competitive, I've heard that it's still being worked on, and it will either be 4 or 5 players. But that is not set in stone yet. Obviously, I know right now teams have 5 players, which will mean they'll have to drop a player. But they might be going back to 4 players, but that is not set in stone. They're still trying to work out 4 or 5, but I'm not sure if they've decided on that yet. But normal multiplayer is 6v6, but there are also 10v10 and also 20 versus 20 on the large maps playlist. Now, some other stuff I want to talk about. I'm trying to think. There's been so much information over the last 48 hours that it's kind of hard to think about all the information. So within some of the multiplayer modes within Modern Warfare, you're actually going to be able to choose where you spawn in. So when you die, a map will show up on screen similar to Battlefield, and you'll be able to select where you spawn in. Now, this is only on certain game modes. This is not on all game modes. I don't know what game modes in specific this is available for. And apparently, only within one of the multiplayer maps they have this working, but you are going to be able to choose, for example, if you're on Domination, to spawn in right by a flag. But apparently they've only got this working on one map, and this is still a work in progress. But yeah, some modes you're going to be able to choose where you spawn in. I don't know if this is just for the large maps playlist or what. I'm not entirely sure which modes, but yeah, some of them you're going to be able to choose where you spawn in. Now, some other leaks I want to go over that have been coming out over the last 48 hours. Well, one thing is that Red Tiger camo is back. I tweeted this the other day. I did record a video talking about all these new Modern Warfare multiplayer leaks, but with the multiplayer trailer literally being right around the corner, it's kind of pointless now. Since it's literally coming and all of the leaks will be confirmed. So I wasted hours of my time recording videos that just are never going to be posted. But here you can see sort of some rough gameplay, and you get to have a look at some of the maps. But you can't really see much of what is going on there. Now, previously I talked about regarding the fact that Shipment is apparently back within Modern Warfare's multiplayer. But I heard it's going to be a gunfight map, and apparently they've closed off some of the spawn points, and there's a wall in the middle, and a lot of people don't really like it. But there is also the showers from Gulag that is within Battle Royale and also within multiplayer. But other than that, there's no other remakes within multiplayer just yet. Obviously, there's a ton of remakes within Battle Royale. But apparently they are going to be planning to have them in multiplayer. But I don't think we're going to see a load of these remakes until after launch. I think when the game releases, they want to have fresh maps and stuff like that you can play. And then they'll bring back maps after launch for nostalgia. But other things I want to talk about. So the white phosphorus, this killstreak here that for some weird reason everyone on Twitter is getting triggered about. I might make a video about this because it's honestly ridiculous. So many people have been tweeting on Twitter, and I know these people don't regularly play Call of Duty, so they're kind of out of the loop. But they're all angry because white phosphorus is a war crime, and it's kind of like, it's a video game. Like, multiplayer is not supposed to be realistic. You respawn, and the whole point of the game mode is to get kills, you know, or play the objective, build up your points to kill streaks, and just wreak havoc. That's all it really is. It's all about wreaking havoc. I don't really know why people are getting so offended when white phosphorus is in the game, when we've got guns that kill people in the game. You know, we've got Molotovs that burn people to shreds. We've got a goddamn nuke, for crying out loud. There's all these things that I don't even know. But some other stuff I want to talk about. So Vesk over on Twitter, who was one of the people who got to play Modern Warfare early, according to him, and I know the translation is a bit weird because he is Spanish, but the customization within Modern Warfare in terms of its attachments are going to be more than ever before. So apparently there's going to be something ridiculous, like 50 attachments for each weapon. However, there's only around 9 different attachments, so there'll be different variants of, for example, stock, or your sights, or your grip, etc, etc. There'll be loads of different variations of the same attachment that do slightly different things. So you've got about 50 attachments for different weapons, and according to Vesk, the customization is so great that, you know, shotguns are going to be able to put sniper sights on, obviously I had heard, according to my source, that there's apparently a gun within Modern Warfare that, depending on what attachments you equip, you will actually be able to turn one of the weapons into the Honey Badger from Call of Duty Ghosts. So that just shows you how great the customization is within the game. Are cross-platforms parties a thing, says JC Smith. Yeah, well, no, you can't go into a party chat, for example, on PS4 with Xbox players. You can't do that. If you want to talk to your friends, you're going to be you're going to have to hop on Discord or something like that. But there is going to be an in-game chat where you'll be able to talk and type in the chat to your friends that are playing on other platforms. But I don't believe there's going to be a cross-platform type deal where you can physically talk to other people on other platforms. I don't know 100%. I'll have to clarify that for you guys. But nevertheless, we'll find out more information about it at the reveal tonight. But I'm kind of going off topic here. Regarding the attachments, so they're so great in their customizability that, for example, the AK-47, which is an assault rifle, obviously, depending on which attachments you apply, you can turn it into an SMG, and also the AUG within this game is apparently an SMG now and not an assault rifle, and once again, you can turn it into an assault rifle depending on what attachments you apply. Devin Hadley says, is it going to be crossplay? Do we know yet? Yes, crossplay is 100% working in the game. 100% working. All of my sources have confirmed this. They've got it fully working in the game. And in fact, there was actually a leak the other day of the main menu. And you could see that some people had the keyboard and mouse, and some people had the controllers, so that you can differentiate who's using a controller or mouse and keyboard. Because you can use a mouse and keyboard on console that is fully supported within this game. So that's a good way to distinguish what type of controller you are using, whether that just be a console controller or mouse and keyboard. Anyways, what else did I want to talk about? There's honestly so many leaks that I can talk about here. Let me know in the chat. I'm reading it right now. I've not really been reading the chat that much because I've been so busy talking. Beta, yes, there is going to be a beta. It's going to be revealed today. There was a leak, I think, 2 days ago where the Call of Duty website accidentally revealed that there is a beta because if you went to Modern Warfare /beta, it redirected you to a page, but they've now changed it, so it just redirects you to the Black Ops 4 beta page. But yeah, there is going to be a beta. Is there going to be more pistols, says Jack the Dynamite. What do you mean more pistols? How many have been revealed so far? Like 4 or 5? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure there are quite a few pistols in this game. I can't remember the exact number off the top of my head. Is there a Battle Royale mode in Modern Warfare? Asks Sync. Yes, there is. 100%. It's not been in production for that long. It's only been in production for about 4 months. But yes, there is a Battle Royale within this game. Spec Ops is semi-open world too. I've already talked about that in the past. But Spec Ops is using a very similar map to the Battle Royale map, because the way they created the Battle Royale map is they went ahead and took all the different Spec Ops missions, mashed them together, added some new areas, added some remade sections, and it just saved them development time. But since they created this new map, they figured they might as well use that for Spec Ops 2. Okay, so there's apparently 6 to 7 pistols. I just got that clarified from my source. Yeah, I couldn't remember the exact number, but yeah, there's about 6 to 7 pistols. By the way, let me know in the chat, is there any questions that you want answering right now? Because I can just go ahead and ask my source for you guys, so that I can hopefully get some of your questions answered. Because obviously, the multiplayer reveal is in an hour and a half, so a lot of this is going to get confirmed, so we might as well just spill the beans on anything that isn't already public. FOV slider. There is an FOV slider on PC, but there is none on console, unfortunately. I think it's locked at... I tweeted about this before, but it's locked at a certain FOV. Let me go ahead and find the tweet. It's locked at a certain FOV on console. 67 FOV is locked, and they have... you are able to turn off motion blur now, by the way, and also... so you can toggle motion blur on and off. I know from the gameplay reveal of Gunfight, a lot of people were annoyed because the game obviously has motion blur, and some people find it to sort of make the game look a bit ugly, or a bit distilled, or sort of give you a headache because when it blurs out. I don't really mind motion blur. It's not that bad in zombies, for example. I like motion blur on Black Ops 3 Zombies on PC. I think it looks fine because it just looks more realistic, but I can understand why you wouldn't want something like that in multiplayer, because obviously it's going to be a bit harder to aim and spot enemies if whenever you're moving it goes blurry and stuff like that. But yes, you will be able to turn it off, so there's no worry. There's no point worrying about that. So there is no EMP killstreak according to my source. There is only an EMP drone. So yeah, which I think is the is that a specialist equipment? I have the list up here. I kind of don't want to open up all of my document with all of the leaks and stuff like that, because then it'll probably reveal stuff that probably shouldn't be out there just yet. Let me go ahead and get the list up. Yeah, I think the EMP plane is just a field upgrade and not a kill streak. Gimbo says final kill cam or play of the game. It's a final kill cam, I believe, but they have been testing out both. Will there be anything like factions? Do you mean Black Ops 4 Zombies factions, or do you mean just the multiplayer factions? I believe the people who played it early, 2 days ago now, there were only 2 factions for multiplayer, I think. I saw that on Reddit somewhere. Is High Rise returning? Ask Oreos. I've heard nothing about High Rise. In terms of microtransactions for Modern Warfare, ask Bullstar. The microtransactions are kind of something hard to talk about, and the reason why they're hard to talk about is because they are a constant work in progress, and also it's not really complete within Modern Warfare right now because they have supply drops in the game. Right now there are just common and rare supply drops, but they have supply drops in the game, but a lot of the loot is not actually finished, so it's kind of hard to talk about microtransactions when they're not even done, and I don't even think Infinity Ward know exactly their plan in terms of microtransactions, because at the end of the day it will all depend on how the game performs after launch and what Activision and how Activision stocks perform and stuff like that, because they will adjust microtransactions in the best way that Activision see fit to milk the most amount of money out of us. So if the game's performing really successfully, there's a ton of active players, and the game's making a ton of money via that, they probably won't want to put some really pay to win or really unfair microtransaction systems in the game, because that way it will deter and kill that player base, which means less money from the microtransactions in general. Although there'll be more people putting in more money to microtransactions, there'll be less players, so less people putting in microtransactions overall. I don't know, it's all kind of like a balancing thing, so, Activision and Infinity Ward, the higher ups at Infinity Ward will probably try and work this all out. It's probably a long, complicated process, but basically if the game, for whatever reason, flops really hard, they'll just say, screw it, we might as well just put some unfair microtransactions in the game. They might as well, the player base has already dwindled. If we kill it anymore, it's not as big of a deal. That's kind of their mindset. That's kind of what they did with Black Ops 4. But then again, World War II had fair microtransactions, so I don't even know. Leadership constantly changes as well, which leads to different decisions. Obviously, we've had a few different CEOs at Activision over the years. Richard Russell says, are there leaderboards at launch? Right now, I have no information on leaderboards. There is some sort of combat record within the game, but the problem is that there are no leaderboards right now in the game, but I don't even think combat records and leaderboards not being in Black Ops 4 on launch was even a Treyarch decision. I feel like this is something to do with Activision not wanting people to figure out player counts, because people can work out player counts from the leaderboards. So they might have it for Modern Warfare because the game's probably going to have a ton of players, so they might not be embarrassed by the leaderboards. I don't know. Part of the reason, I think, within Black Ops 4, you could obviously use the app to see your combat record, which was dumb. I hope they don't do that again for Modern Warfare. But yeah, in terms of microtransactions, they have supply drops. There is going to be a battle pass. What other stuff? There's obviously, I don't even know. I can't remember all the stuff. There are charms, there are stickers, cards, the regular stuff that you would expect within supply drops and the battle pass tiers. There are no support streaks like within Modern Warfare 3, by the way, but there are specialist streaks, which I know a lot of people are really excited about. These were not in the game a month ago, they have only recently been added in. This is great fan service, though. And according to the leaks from the guy who played Modern Warfare early the other day, he also confirmed my leak about these specialist streaks. So I think the YouTubers that got to play it early are going to be confirming that. Where on earth is this image came from? What the hell? Okay, so we have a brand new image of Modern Warfare's kill streaks. So I can't tell exactly what all these kill streaks are because they're just these symbols. But we have the gunship, which is a heavy assault gunship with 3 types of armaments. I believe I leaked this a while ago. And then we have some sort of... I don't even know what half of this is. I think that's a UAV. There's a remote tank. Then we have another tank. Okay, so all of these kill streaks seem to be what I have already said. And then we have the Juggernaut at 15 kills. Yes, that is still 15 kills. I said that a while ago that the Juggernaut was 15 kills. Yet another leak that is indeed genuine. I have no idea where this has came from. Where has this came from? Is it on Reddit somewhere? Let me have a look. Huh? Who's leaking this? This is literally someone's recorded gameplay. Who is leaking this right now? Who is leaking this? Does anyone know? Where on earth is this coming from? Bro, someone's literally gonna get sued, I swear. But yeah, the UAV is at 3 kills, so there's a, I believe, I don't think all the kill streaks are even here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think it's missing some kill streaks. I can't even tell what all of these kill streaks are, though. Okay, so that's the triple supply drop. Not supply drop, god damn it, why can I not think whenever I'm streaming? Oh my god, I am literally stumped for words. The supply crate or whatever the hell it's called. You can get just a normal supply crate, and you can also get a triple one at 8 kills. But all the kill streaks seem quite low, to be honest. Who is leaking this, though? I don't see anyone on Reddit saying where it's leaking from. Yeah, so for those of you guys who are asking about the nuke, that's a hidden kill streak. I have no idea who is leaking this, though. Apparently there is a clan tab within multiplayer, so my source believes that Clan Wars is returning. He just messaged me that right now. I don't know what your thoughts on Clan Wars are, by the way. Who has leaked this, though? I'm trying to think. Who on earth has gone ahead and leaked this? Okay, so this is what I actually covered yesterday. This is one of the specialist rechargeable abilities, or the specialist equipment. They're not specialist equipment. The field equipment, should I say? Stopping power rounds. I leaked this literally just yesterday, and here we go. It is confirmed now. I don't know why, but they're using different names for the field upgrades. So in-game, it's called field upgrades, but then on the controls, it's called field equipment. I guess they're exactly the same thing, but I might as well just tweet out these images. I'll put a spoiler warning if some people don't want to see it. Well, I mean, the reveal is literally around the corner, so I don't think it makes a difference. Who has leaked this? Does anyone know who has leaked this, by the way? Because this must have been a YouTuber. Which, like, I don't know why they are risking that. I mean, if I have signed an NDA, I am not telling a soul, because I know you will, if they find you out, you will never get invited out again. I mean, with me, when I'm covering leaks, I'm not the one breaking NDAs. It's other people telling me information, obviously. So, but if I went to an event, I'm pretty sure it should be pretty easy for them to track who on earth is leaking stuff. Because especially, I saw the guy who was leaking stuff yesterday over on Reddit. He posted a picture of his press conference badge, or his invite, should I say. However, it looks like that was inside the event, and can't they just go ahead and look at CCTV and figure out who exactly leaks that? My source just told me that the leaks are on purpose, so this could actually be planned marketing then. Never mind, this could be planned marketing. It makes sense though, it builds up the hype. Infinity Ward are going for a very different marketing strategy this year for Modern Warfare. So a lot of these leaks may or may not have been kind of planned. Not everything though, but definitely some of them. And I think this could help. I think leaks have been honestly helping this game out because, you know, for example, Bounty Hunter might have never even been removed if there wasn't so much hate towards it, which is one of the perks that a lot of people were quite upset about over on Reddit. And other stuff has been tweaked based on fan feedback. Obviously, also the QA testers and stuff like that have been putting in feedback to Infinity Ward. Okay, so I've just gotten some updated news. So, attachments are within supply drops, so you can have different variants of different attachments. However, they will just be cosmetic. So everything in supply drops is apparently cosmetic right now. Now, I don't know how long this will last for because it might change after launch, as it has done with pretty much every other Call of Duty. But right now, cosmetic items are just within supply drops. Attachments are within supply drops, but they are just different variants of the same attachments, and they are just cosmetic. So they will allow you to change the look of your weapon and stuff like that. So that'll be good for the gunsmith. Or the workbench, or whatever it's called. The workbench is the correct name. I don't know why I keep saying gunsmith. That's within Black Ops 4, right? I'm just going to go ahead and get the chat up. Let's see what other people are asking me. Where is the gameplay on Reddit? What gameplay? There's gameplay on Reddit? Has someone Let me check. Where's gameplay? Oh, there is gameplay. Sorry, I missed that entirely. There is Modern Warfare gameplay. So some guy has posted gameplay early. Oh my god. Bro, there's literally 9 minutes of gameplay. What the hell? Who has posted this? By the way, the tank within Modern Warfare holds 2 people. Is there any way I could turn the graphics up? The graphics look a bit blurry. I mean, the quality of the video. It's embedded on. Okay, there's a precision airstrike. That's one of the kill streaks. I can't believe someone's posted gameplay early. This is going to be taken down in no time. 100% taken down in no time. Is the audio of the gameplay okay, by the way? It's only 10 minutes, so we're only an hour and 20 minutes out from the reveal trailer, so it's not long now. How many people are even in this game? In this lobby, should I say? Okay, wait a second. Let me just pause it. I need to take all these things off of the screen. I forgot about that. Let me go ahead and take that off. Sorry, it was covering the screen. I forgot I had all this on my screen. Let me take off the sub count and stuff. Okay, I'm going to go to the start of the gameplay just so you can see everything in its full glory. Wait a second. Let me just put some hotkeys. And then we'll get back to the gameplay. So let me just put that and that. Okay. Okay, I think that should be fine. Okay, let me get it back up. So I'll play it right from the start. Okay, so this is the Modern Warfare gameplay that has just leaked. I don't know why Hobby Consolas, but this will give you a look, a good look of the first impressions of the game. Unfortunately, the quality doesn't look like it's in 1080. It looks like it's just in 720, but my stream is 720 anyways, because my internet... I have no idea why on earth this has been posted early, though. I have no idea whatsoever at all. But, what are your thoughts on this so far? I can't wait to see the large maps playlist for Modern Warfare. I think that's what I'm most I want to see what 20 versus 20 like. That's going to be unheard of for Call of Duty, because obviously if we have 5 different capture points for domination, that's going to be completely different to the regular 3. We're getting more weapons confirmed from those ones that showed up on the ground. I think they were already shown it with the gunfight gameplay, though. I'm pretty sure they're already confirmed. I saw the AUG and the M4A1 there. I wish this was 4K, though, because it would allow me to see what the quality is like, because obviously, due to the downgrade in the quality of the videos, it looks a bit shocky. It'll look miles better, though, when we actually get to see the full gameplay in 4K. So here we have night vision within the game. I've been yes, so the leaks are right. You cannot use you cannot aim down sight. Well, it sort of aims in just with your laser sight when you're using the night vision goggles. So it means your aim won't be as good. But these night maps are going to be a massive game changer for Modern Warfare, I think. It's going to really improve replayability because you're going to have to learn a map twice, and because there are lights and stuff like that around the map that you can turn on, so you can take off your night vision goggles. But things like Molotovs will stun you massively when you have your night vision goggles on. And this gun is so loud, oh my god. By the way, according to my source, this gameplay is really slow. However, once you actually get to play Modern Warfare itself, apparently it's way more fast-paced. It's just this person in particular is playing a bit slower. So you just have to wait for all the other YouTubers and stuff like that to reveal their own gameplay. But as you can see, the recoil is way stronger than we've ever seen within Call of Duty before. It's not completely out of control though, but it definitely is a lot more noticeable. The guns sound pretty good though. I will admit the sound design is definitely a strong point of this game. If you guys don't know, they recorded, I think, a ridiculous amount of different sounds. They even went to the desert to try and get realistic sounds. They went to in real life locations and stuff like that. I really do wish this was 4K though. It definitely would make the game better. So, according to my source, the night versions of maps that were shown earlier are going to be way more tactical than the normal multiplayer maps because, you know, you're going to be able to use Molotovs and different strategies to sort of blind players using the night vision goggles because they work just like real life night vision goggles. Apparently one of the large maps within the large maps playlist is called Aniyah, A-N-I-Y-A-H. And that has 5 flags within domination instead of the regular 3. Man, I can't believe this gameplay was posted early. I'm sure other people will start posting early gameplay too soon. But yeah, we had different attachment variants in Black Ops 3, so it's pretty much just the same system from there, where it's just cosmetics. So yeah, I think people will like that a little bit. They're not really weapon variants, but the attachments are so much customizable within this game that the different visual changes that you can make will really change up the look of the weapons. If that makes any sense. But so far there's no information about Battle Royale, so we're just going to have to wait and see if they even reveal it today. I feel like they will. They've been quiet about Battle Royale for so long. I don't know how much longer they're going to wait, but we'll just have to wait and see. I don't have any information on it just yet, unfortunately. I wonder if we'll get any Spec Ops information. I think if we're just going to talk about multiplayer though, so they'll probably just talk about all of the new multiplayer stuff, but hopefully we'll get a Battle Royale tease because that is multiplayer mode, kind of. And also co-op, you know, the Spec Ops mode is also still multiplayer, technically. I mean, you do play with other people. And there we go, so that is the end of that gameplay. This was from Hobby Consoles. As I was saying, he has shown this gameplay early. I don't really know why exactly. I'm going to see if it's still up over here on the page. Yeah, it is. I don't know why it is still up. This is all in another language. If you go ahead and check over at the Modern Warfare Reddit, you can see that there is has everything been deleted? Wait a second. Oh damn! There's a Captain Price figurine. How do you get this? That looks really nice, to be honest. So this is going to be some sort of memorabilia that you can get with Modern Warfare. And yeah, that looks pretty nice. What do you think of this? This looks way better. If you guys don't know, there was going to be, let me go ahead and get it up. Richtofen toy Black Ops 4. The zombie character toys that we had within Black Ops 4, they looked awful. This definitely looks better. But at the same time, it's not exactly perfect. Oh, okay, it's up over here. Is this an old toy? Or is this a new toy? Because he looks like the old Captain Price. I think this is an old toy, never mind. I'm pretty sure this is an old toy. Is it? Or is this a new toy? Does anyone know if this is a new or old toy? Then again, there is a mystery character, so I think this is new then. I think. Anyone let me know in the chat, is this new or not? The Reddit post got removed, says Recon. Okay, so the Reddit post is gone. Which means Activision probably stepped in, but oh my god, who has made this? This is going to be the biggest meme of Modern Warfare, the mini-map in a supply drop, from the low green over on Reddit. Imagine if they actually did that, that would be hilarious. But yeah, there are rare and also common supply drops within Modern Warfare. I don't know if they're going to add more supply drop variants, but right now they are testing within Battle Royale so that the winning team will earn a rare supply drop for the guy who got the most amount of kills, and the other players within the team will just get a common supply drop, but they might be changing it around. I don't really know. This is still in testing, but that's just all I really wanted to talk about for now. I will talk about more stuff within the future because obviously if we are going to be having different attachment variants in supply drops, we're going to be having stickers, cards and stuff like that. It's not really... there's also going to be, I think, character customization in supply drops, and also... charms are back, and also the executions will be in there too, and they will also be there in the battle pass tiers. But yeah, that's pretty much all of the stuff that I want to talk about. I'm trying to think of other new stuff that I haven't already talked about. I would open up my Word document that I have literally right here, and I can go ahead and bring up some more leaks, but the only reason why I'm not doing that is because of the fact that I will probably show information that I've been told not to disclose just yet due to certain reasons. And that's probably not a good idea. I'll probably either get someone in trouble or reveal something too early. Yeah, there is no FOV slider. I've seen some people talking about it over on Reddit. There is no FOV slider on console. But, I mean, come on, that was to be expected. Oh, shit, I almost just broke my hard drive. Oh, here's another field equipment that has been leaked. Deployable cover. Okay, deployable cover. So this is another one that I had revealed. So we actually get to have a look at it. So this is just a sort of riot shield that expands. But I believe there is still a normal riot shield within the game. I believe this was actually revealed a while ago. Let me try and find the image. Modern Warfare, gunfight, gameplay. It is within this image, but that's not the full version. There is an image out there of the riot shield, which I believe is a primary weapon within the game. By the way, I had said previously that shotguns were secondaries. However, according to the guy who was leaking stuff on Reddit yesterday, according to him, he's saying that it's the primary weapons. So I don't know whether Infinity Ward have changed that or what, but I don't really know. It's something that could have easily been changed. Or that guy might have just been wrong, and someone is calling me on my phone. Let me hang that up. I have no idea who that is. That was just some random number. Esketit, Eskerit, I can't even pronounce that. Keyboard and mouse and console shouldn't be allowed. Well, it is allowed, unfortunately. Well, I don't know. There's different ways to look at it, I guess. You can play with mouse and keyboard or controller, whether you're on console or whether you're on PC. But now it will show you within the menu what type of control you are using, whether you're using a PC, a mouse and keyboard, or whether you're using a controller, no matter which platform you're on. So you'll be able to easily distinguish if you are within a lobby full of keyboard players, I don't know if that'll make it easier for you guys. I have no idea. But yeah, we are just an hour away now from the gameplay reveal. I might just go ahead and put up that bit of reaction to that gameplay that was revealed. I don't know. Did I record it? Oh my god, what am I doing? I don't even know what is going on here. Okay, let's go ahead and watch the gameplay again, actually. I've lost the link. Here we go. Let me get it right back to the start. Okay. Let me go ahead and get the chat up and see what other people are saying. They aren't going to show campaign gameplay because they do not want backlash. Yeah, you're kind of right, in a sense. I have heard some stuff about the campaign getting removed, but I'm not talking about it just yet. I'll talk about that within the future because I don't want to give out mixed signals. Aim assist for PC, asks Ryan Hansen. I don't know, unfortunately. I have no information about that. I can try to find out for you guys, though. Why bring back jetpack? Why can I not talk? Whenever I stream, I've been talking for literally so long, I'm losing my words. Bring back jetpack. Finally, I got that out of my throat. Someone said in the chat. Can you imagine if they just brought that back as a special mode? I have heard that we might be seeing a grapple or a within Modern Warfare. But they were testing it out before, so that could be something in a limited time game mode or something like that. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and check out this gameplay once again. So let me get it up. So yeah, this gameplay has leaked from Hobby Consolas, sorry. I don't know why this gameplay has leaked early, but I'm going to go through it again and just talk about it and stuff like that. For those of you guys who are new to the stream, obviously we are just an hour away now until the Modern Warfare multiplayer reveal trailer, and also all of the new gameplay and stuff like that, where we'll find out a load more information. But in the meantime, for some weird reason, this gameplay has been posted early, so I wanted to do a bit of a live reaction to this gameplay and give my perspective of it all, but let's jump straight on into it. So this is only in 720p. So for those of you guys worried about the graphics, when you actually see 4K footage, it will look miles better, obviously. But yeah, the sound design is definitely one of the best parts of this game. As you can see, it just sounds phenomenal, and there you saw a Molotov get thrown, which again looks really quite realistic. He just went ahead and used one of the specialist equipment, which are not specialist weapons. They're the field equipment, and then we have the precision airstrike Killstreak. And yeah, Domination will have 5 flags within the large maps playlist, such as one of the maps which is called Anna or something like that. But within normal multiplayer, it's just 3 flags. I have no idea why this gameplay was posted early, though. Someone is definitely going to get in trouble for this. I like how it points out at the bottom your kills that you have. It said second kill when you just killed that. And there it says third kill, so it lets you know what kill streak you were on, which I think is nice. But yeah, there are kill streaks within this game, not score streaks, but there is a perk called Pointman, which allows your kill streaks to turn into score streaks for objective-based game modes. But the score streaks are a much higher score than the equivalent kills needed for the streak. So, for example, the Juggernaut is 15 kills as a kill streak to earn. However, it's around 2,500 score needed if you have it as a score streak. And there he's got the precision airstrike again, and we're going to see this in action. But yeah, Infinity Ward went out to realistic locations, so they went out to a desert, for example, and recorded literal gun sounds. And here we see a the nighttime version. As you can see, he popped on his night vision goggles, which completely changes the dynamics of the game, because it doesn't allow you to properly aim down sight, and instead you just get the laser sight. So that means your aim is going to be a lot more off. So you will be able to use your night vision goggles on the night versions of maps, because all of the maps within the game have night and day variants. And you can also use them in caves or dark areas. But within the night version of the maps, obviously you have the different switches around the map that you can turn on to brighten up areas of the map. But the night version, the night vision goggles are really realistic, as you can see. Infinity Ward have scanned in the real-life light spectrum, so that not only do they have the visual light spectrum, they also have, you know, the invisible light spectrum, ultraviolet, and infrared. But also, the night vision goggles are really realistic, so if you chuck a Molotov or you look at someone with night vision goggles on, it's blind them. Because it detects the light really strongly, and as you can see, he just got flashbangs and that completely took him out. Glad to see those annoying things back, JK. So yeah, let me know in the comment section or the chat, what are your thoughts on this gameplay thus far? The killstreaks look quite realistic, as you can see. That just that looks really realistic and shook his screen a lot. What is that music playing? That sounds really eerie. Is that just the end of the game, or the reinforcements coming in? That's what it is. Never mind. I guess that's kind of good. But yeah, all the character customization, as you can see, looks realistic. They don't have any crazy bright colours, like within you know, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Advanced Warfare. And that's the same for camos. And I think we just saw Captain Price. So is he in there too as a character or an operator? If so, that's pretty cool. However, he did look like the original Captain Price, if I'm not mistaken. In the chat, for those of you guys who are asking me when the reveal is, it is in exactly an hour. That is when we are getting the trailer. But this gameplay just looked early, so I just thought I would look through it. So he's got a personal radar, which I believe is just the UAV, right? I think. A lot of stuff is used in different names. They've been changing the names a lot in development. He's got a care package now. But yeah, there is a care package within this game, but there is also a triple care package where 3 care packages come down at once. So it's nice to see that. So this is Point E. So this is, as you can see, there's 5 flags. So this is one of the large maps called Anaya. And this map has 5 flags within domination instead of the regular 3. And it's much larger than the previous maps. You can see the mountains in the distance. It looks quite nice. But yeah, the large maps playlist is something unlike we've seen within Call of Duty before. Yeah, we now have 20 versus 20 within the large maps playlist, and we have 10v10 ground war as well. These new modes are definitely something we never really expected to see within Call of Duty, and they're going to be, I think, a nice addition to the game. But yeah, this map is ginormous. Package on the roof just then. Is that what I saw? But yeah, as you can see, there is no mini-mapping in this game until you earn a UAV. Instead, you just have the what do you call it? The compass at the top of the screen. As you can see right over here, you can see the compass with coordinates. And as you can see, people show up red on the compass whenever someone shoots. So it allows you to easily identify players right at the top of the screen, right above where it says HQ available in. So yeah. But yeah, headquarters is back. And I'm trying to think, what other modes have I said? So there's hardpoint, there's headquarters, and there's some other modes and stuff like that. In the chat saying, you know, this looks more like Battlefield. This is only one part of the game. You know, the large maps playlist, where they have larger maps, is not the main part of the game. They still have the regular maps at 6v6. This is just a separate part within multiplayer where we are able to play, you know, with 5 points and domination. There is a 20 versus 10 mode, 10 mode, you know. These are different parts of the game that are, I don't think, going to disrupt the regular multiplayer that much. But yeah, that is pretty much all of the early gameplay. You got to see a bit of a brief preview. That was only in 720p though, and not 60 frames per second. So that is a bit unfortunate. But nevertheless, once we actually get to see full 4K gameplay in full 60 frames per second, the game will look a lot better. But yeah, as you can see, we've got the compass at the top of the screen that is replacing the minimap. You will only see the minimap once you go ahead and call in a UAV. However, you will be able to see the map, but that will only be on that will only be up when you I can't even speak. That will only show up when you press the options menu, and it will not show people on the map. So you will see red dots over on the on this compass at the top of the screen that will point you in the direction of nearby enemy gunfire. But it won't help you out if someone's through a wall and stuff like that. And I do also want to say that, obviously on some of the modes you are able to select where you spawn into. However, not on all of the modes. There is still regular multiplayer, that is what I want to stress, and we will be seeing that very, very shortly. But nevertheless, this is everything that is out right now. But apparently there is something new. I'll go over that. I'll check that out. Some people are saying check out Game Informer in the chat. Have they posted gameplay too? Anyways, that's all I want to talk about. Oh, and for those of you guys asking about Battle Royale, I have no information on whether Battle Royale is getting revealed today. We'll just have to wait and see. It could be revealed. I doubt we'll see gameplay though. If it is revealed, it'll probably just be a little teaser or something like that. Has this gameplay been taken down from this website yet? Let me check. No, it's still there. What the hell? Okay, let me just go ahead and check over here. Game Informer have posted gameplay too.
This month long, we're offering new development.
Wait, what?
And learn even more about the single.
We'll be sharing new casts, the ones that are willing to
Exclusive features.
Why have Game Informer just posted this? Bro, this year's marketing is so weird. But yeah, we get a nice little preview. I'm going to go ahead and watch this with you guys. I don't think it shows too much, but here we go. A ton of stuff is already coming out. And we see Captain Price and also the female character that I forgot her name. I think it's Hyder. Or is that another character? I can't remember. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, tons of gameplay has leaked online. Let me go ahead and watch this too. I might as well. So let me go to the start. So, okay, so yeah, Game Informer have just gone ahead and posted this exclusive coverage trailer. They're just giving a bit of a preview of the coverage that they're going to be showing. Obviously, the multiplayer reveal is in less than an hour now, in just 50 minutes time. So let's go ahead and watch this together and see what it's all about.
This month at GameInformer.com, we're diving in deep on Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Good old Captain
All month
Price.
long, we're offering new developer insights and details on Infinity Ward's reimagining of Modern Warfare.
Find out how they're changing up multiplayer and learn even more about the single-player campaign.
Okay, so we have vehicles within the large maps playlist within Modern Warfare. I said this earlier. Obviously, the large maps playlist is completely separate from the regular multiplayer, but as you can see, we have gone ahead and gotten vehicles within the large maps playlist. So this is going to be within Battle Royale 2. Don't worry, I don't think vehicles will be within the regular multiplayer rotation. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, let's carry on with the trailer.
Changing up multiplayer and learn even more about the single-player campaign.
Will do, Shay. We got a lot of stuff. We have a fun rapid-fire interview, map walkthroughs, the story of how key developers return from Respawn, and a lot more.
We'll be sharing new impressions and
Okay,
Infinity
so
Ward
there
will
is
answer
the,
the community's biggest questions on
my
the
God.
Game Informer
I
Show
can't even talk
podcast.
over this.
ones
There's
they're
too
willing
much
to
being
answer.
shown.
Which is surprisingly a lot.
So keep your eye on GameInformer.com/Modern Warfare for a full month of exclusive features.
You'll learn something.
Okay, they didn't really show too much just then. Okay, we did get to see the gunsmith, if I can even get it up. Why won't it freeze? Here we go. So there's different versions of the same different attachments and stuff like that, and you can only equip 5 attachments. I had previously said this on the channel, but you also have weapon perks too, which is something extra. But I'm excited about this. I'm excited about all of Game Informer's coverage and everything like that.
This month, the Game Informer...
But yeah. So I'm going to watch this in its full entirety, and then I'm going to break it down and stuff like that, and just talk about it. But yeah, we're just 50 minutes away from the full multiplayer reveal, so then we'll be able to find out a lot more stuff. But yeah, I'm going to watch it in its entirety, and then just go through it once again, just one last time. But we're very close to the multiplayer reveal now. I'm excited, so let's jump into it.
Informer.com, we're diving in deep on Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
All month long, we're offering new developer insights and details on Infinity Ward's reimagining of Modern Warfare.
Find out how they're changing up multiplayer and learn even more about the single-player campaign.
Will do, Shay. We got a lot of stuff. We have a fun rapid-fire interview, map walkthroughs, the story of how key developers return from Respawn, and a lot more.
We'll be sharing new impressions, and Infinity Ward will answer the community's biggest questions on the Game Informer Show podcast.
The ones they're willing to answer.
Which is surprisingly a lot.
So keep your eye on GameInformer.com/Modern Warfare for a full month of exclusive features.
You'll learn something.
Okay, so there wasn't a great deal of stuff shown there, but I'm going to break it down piece by piece and talk about everything. So here we see at the top, the minimap has been replaced. There is no minimap until you earn a UAV. Instead, you have this, as you can see, it is a compass. So it'll point you in the direction of nearby enemies. So red dots will appear on this compass whenever someone shoots near you. It will detect enemy gunfire. And
all
if
month
we
long,
continue on, if I just mute the audio... if we continue on, as you can see, there is a red dot right there. You can see the red dot right there, and that is how enemies will appear. This is the new version of the minimap, but I believe the minimap is still there within competitive. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what some of the recent leaks have been saying. There is also a new feature within multiplayer, so as you can see, it says first kill right at the bottom, so it will actually display how far you are towards your kill streak, and stuff like that, and... there we see some of the computer screens. We get to see the menu there of Modern Warfare. And we get to see some of the people that got to play it early. They're recording on an Elgato. We get to see all the developers there. Obviously, all of these guys are putting so much work to make this game possible. And I am so excited that we are so close now to seeing the multiplayer reveal. So hopefully you all like what they do showcase tonight. But let's move further on. So, this is a large map within Modern Warfare that I believe is called something like... let me go ahead and get up the name so I don't mispronounce it. It's called something like Anaya. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that name, but it's an Asian name. But this is a large map, and within these large maps, there will be 5 flags within domination on this map specifically instead of the regular 3. These are massive maps, unlike anything we've seen within Call of Duty before. Apparently, there's 4 maps, but they will still have the regular multiplayer, which is 6v6. However, within these large maps, there is also a mode which is 20 versus 20, and there is also, I think within regular multiplayer, 10v10, which is just the new ground war. But yeah, as you can see, vehicles are within these large maps playlists. Now, I don't think they are within the regular multiplayer. The regular multiplayer is just going to be what you are used to and what you expect, whereas, the large maps playlist is going to be a lot more like, for example, a bit similar to Battlefield. It's still Call of Duty because it plays like Call of Duty, but obviously it has some elements from stuff like Battlefield, and Hardpoint is back. Headquarters is also a mode within multiplayer too. But yeah, there are vehicles within this mode, and also the Battle Royale mode, which I don't think is getting revealed today. I don't know for sure it might get revealed, because I doubt they would wait any longer. We'll just have to wait and see. There we have Joel Emsley. There we have this shot from the good old Modern Warfare. And then we see the shotgun in action. I don't think there's anything new here. I'm just trying to flicker through and see if anything new is being shown. This watch, as you can see on the player, is actually calculated from your console or your PC. It just calculates the exact time that you have your console or PC set to. So it should be the real life time. Unless you're like me. I have my PS4 set to some random time. I don't think it's even the actual time. So I might have to change that if I want to play Modern Warfare and have that time be the correct time. But here we get a look at the gunsmith. There is also the workbench. But as you can see, we have loads of different options in terms of attachments, but you can only select up to 5. Pick 10 is not returning. This is a new create class system, which is more traditional. But there are different variants of the same attachments. You get different, for example, silencers. So this is a sleeve silencer, which is a wrap silencer that blocks the weapon's thermal signature. But there are different types of silencers, grips, sights, etc. There's loads of different variants of the same attachments. I believe each weapon has around 50 different attachments. I believe, but you can only select 5, and there's around 9 different types, like categories of attachments. But then you also have unique weapon perks for your weapons. Let's see what else is shown. So here we get to look at the night maps. So the maps within Modern Warfare have night and day variants, and they've actually scanned in the real life light spectrum, not just the visual light spectrum. They have infrared, ultraviolet. And within the night versions of the maps, whenever you aim down sight, it will just be a laser sight instead of your regular scope, unless you are using a pistol, which means your aim is going to be a lot more off because you have way more recoil. However, within these night versions of maps, there are light switches around the maps that you can activate that will obviously allow you to take off your night vision goggles, because the map will be almost pitch black if you're not using your night vision goggles, and you won't be able to see anyone, so that's not a smart idea. But if you are using the night vision goggles, one strategy you can use is throwing a Molotov at an enemy, because that will stun them, because they work just like real life night vision goggles, and it will completely stun and blind the enemy. And I believe there is also another piece of equipment within the game that can do that. I forgot the name of it. Is it the stun grenade? I can't remember exactly. I can't even remember all of the names off the top of my head. But anyways, there is another grenade that apparently does that. And also, if you see a flashlight or something like that, or a headlight on a car, that will again stun you. So you've just got to be wary of things like that. But as you can see, when using the night vision goggles, if you are using pistols, you are able to aim down sight properly. But if you are using the normal weapons, you will just aim down sight with your laser sight. There we see one of the Killstreaks, which is the targeting drone. I forgot the name of it. This is one of this is the field equipment, actually, where you get to mark your enemies. I did show this over on Twitter. Oh god, we're on Infinity Wars Twitter now. This is one of the Killstreaks. Not one of the Killstreaks, one of the specialist equipment, which is called the Recon drone. There we go, which is just a flying drone which allows you to target enemies, which will mark them for your allies so that they are able to be seen through walls. But that's a piece of field equipment. They work just like specialists, where they just recharge over time and recharge faster with kills and stuff like that. And this is another one of the field upgrade or field equipment, which is stopping power rounds, which allows your gun to reload with stopping power rounds that deal extra damage. So these just recharge over time, and they're things like trophy systems and stuff like that. But yeah, if we get back over to the GameStop thing, I don't think they show anything else new. No, they don't. So that's pretty much all I want to say in regards to that. I think we'll go back to the gameplay that was revealed too. But yeah, what are your thoughts on all of this? Let me go ahead and get up the chat so I can read what you guys are saying. I might go ahead and upload my little bit of a breakdown of that trailer too, so you can see what it is all about. Let me go ahead and get the chat up. Let me check the Modern Warfare Reddit. Here we go. Modern Warfare Reddit. See if there's anything new. No, there's nothing new. I don't think so. Chopper, Killstreak confirmed, and a Predator missile or something similar. Yeah, both of those are within Modern Warfare. I went over them a while ago. Some of them are using a lot of different names, though. The Killstreaks are sort of the same as past Killstreaks, but some of them are just using different names, which doesn't really matter all too much. But I think I might just upload my reaction just to that little trailer there. It's only very short because, obviously, it was just a short little teaser trailer. But since we're so close to the reveal, I might as well do that. Let me just see what the audio is like. We'll be able to find out a lot more stuff. But yeah, I'm going to watch it in its entirety and then just... Okay. However, let me go ahead and upload this. I think this is all fine. Right, let me go ahead and upload this. And then we'll go ahead and watch the gameplay for those of you guys who haven't already seen it. Thank you for everyone who is tuning into the stream. We are just 40 minutes away now until the full Modern Warfare multiplayer reveal, where we're going to be getting the trailer and everything like that. Thank you so much for the £5 in the super chat from Death Monk. He asks, "Hi, any news on the multiplayer beta or trailer, or anything about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered?" I have not found out anything about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, anything new that I haven't already talked about, unfortunately. However, in terms of the beta, we will be seeing a beta, but right now I've been hearing all sorts of different dates, so I don't want to say for certain a date, because I've been hearing August 27th for the PC beta, but then I've also been hearing September the 2nd / the 4th, and then I've also been hearing the 12th of September, so I'm getting all sorts of weird dates, and also the 20th of August, so it's going to be revealed in about an hour, though. It's probably going to be shown in the trailer, so you won't have too long to wait, but I don't really have much concrete details on this subject matter, unfortunately. But yeah, there's vehicles in the Large Maps playlist, and also within Battle Royale, which is nice to see. Let me go ahead and upload all of this jazz. As I was saying earlier, I apologise for the lack of videos lately. It's just kind of been because, you know, I've been so busy with all these leaks and stuff like that. I didn't really know how to compile them within videos when the reveal was literally so close. It was just kind of bad timing, really. But yeah, let me go ahead and upload this. I'll just title it Sneak Peek Breakdown. Since that's all it was just a bit of a sneak peek trailer from Game Informer teasing their coverage. But yeah, I'm just going to quickly copy all of my tags and whatnot. Whilst we're waiting for this, I'll go ahead and watch that gameplay again. It's still not been taken down. I don't know if this was intentional, because this could have definitely been intentional marketing. Maybe Infinity Ward contacted Hobby Consolas to post the Modern Warfare gameplay early, because it seems weird why they'd break NDA and post this game. Look, it's still here. I don't know why they would post gameplay early. It seems a bit odd. But I don't really know. So let me just quickly put in my description. So today, blah, 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 blah. Before this, we have gotten a quick sneak preview trailer from Game Informer that I wanted to break down. Okay, I'll leave a link to Game Informer as well. I've lost their goddamn page. Here it is. Okay. If it redirects me, there we go. You're literally... I wish I had another screen. I tried plugging in my my PC into my computer, and for some reason it wasn't letting me. But yeah, let me go ahead and put that in, unlist that, and put the game as Modern Warfare. I think this game is going to be insanely successful. I'm sorry if these videos are a bit bootleg that I'm just uploading, since I just screen recorded the stream, but there's not really much I can do. I can't really do much else, really. But let's go ahead and upload that, and we'll also go ahead and upload this. New Modern Warfare multiplayer gameplay